Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday morning. Precious metals still holding up. Gold is at $1,522 an ounce. Silver's at $18.46. Now, I know the big question is, what are you supposed to do right now? Well, if it comes to selling, or if that's your alternative, if that's the direction you want to take, I want to make a warning video, just a PSA about panic selling and what that entails, and also some of the consequences that can come along with it. Before we start this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. I do post daily videos. I'll probably post 3, maybe even 4 videos today. I have lots of different stuff that I want to talk about in the world of precious metals. So anyways, let's get into this video. Panic selling. Now, why is this such a common thing? You would think that, something that could definitely hinder or put your stack at risk would be something people avoid, but actually panic selling happens a lot more than people realize, and it's a lot more common than doing it the correct way, quote unquote. So let's talk about what you should and shouldn't be doing when it comes to selling. Now, selling is just as important to be talking about and for you guys to be figuring out as buying as well. It's extremely easy to just buy, buy, buy. It's the click of a button on AppMex or go to your local coin shop, buy, buy, buy. It's really easy, not much to it when it comes to stacking. But when it comes to selling all that silver, that's a whole other ball game. That's a whole other ideal. That's a whole other project. You have to figure out which types of coins are going first, how much you're selling those coins for, where are they going to, what price are you selling them at. Also, having to preserve the condition, making sure you find a specific buyer for a lot of those coins, because some of those coins you won't be able to sell for the prices you want if you take them to certain places. Then you also have the task of taking every single picture for all of those coins, writing out the eBay listing for every single one of those coins, also having to find a specific buyer who's going to probably try to rip you off or say the coin was scratched when it was there. Then you have to pay shipping fees plus PayPal fees, and then you will have to also wait 2 to 3 weeks for your money to even come through if you find a buyer that's willing to pay your price. So I know that sounds like a lot, and I know that can sound like a nightmare to some people, and especially I think if you have hundreds or if not thousands of ounces, that can be a full-time job within itself. So obviously we're not going to be selling all of our silver on eBay going through that task unless someone maybe does, or maybe they'll do it slower over a period of time so that doesn't seem like as much work. Maybe only list 1 coin per week, or maybe 5 ounces per week, just to kind of start gradually putting your stack on the market of eBay if you choose to. But a lot of people also want to have a more liquid, a more liquefiable stack that's easily sellable, where you can get money right away if needed. And that would be going to your local coin shop selling bullion, which I've made a video talking about your emergency silver stash. I definitely think it is important to have an emergency silver stash, just coins that you would be selling first if needed be. Just, maybe if it's just some generic silver, maybe just it's a couple like 5 or 10 ounce generic bars or something, just your silver that would go first, that you have no sentimental value to. And that's going to help you protect yourself from panic selling or making silly decisions, on the spot, because on the spot, sometimes our judgment is not rational as it should be, and we can make very, very costly mistakes, to say the least. So, make sure you have an emergency stash, also a game plan on where you're taking it to sell, and also when you're going there to sell, also have a ballpark price range, which, or also set a standard that you will not sell under. Say, I'm not selling anything under, you know, $18.20 an ounce. And then if it goes any lower than that, I'm going to walk out the door with my silver. Setting a safety net to protect yourself from, falling into that trap is going to definitely benefit you. But let's talk a little more into the world of actual panic selling. Now, this happens from a lack of faith into a market. When it comes to precious metals, you need to understand that the prices go up and down. But when people panic sell, it's when price is dropping and they think that it's going to keep going lower, 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 and just crash at $0. So they sell when it's low and they buy it when it's high, which is the exact opposite thing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to buy low, sell high. A lot of people accidentally, well, I guess it's not even an accident because they're making the choice, but they buy high when it's around $18 and $19, and then if silver starts dropping down to $17, $16, then they sell their silver in fear that it's going to keep going down. But then after they sell it at that $16 range, what do you know? Within the next couple months, it goes back up to 18. And then they literally just sold their silver when it was the cheapest time possible. When they literally just sold themselves short when they could have been buying silver at that $16 correction phase again, lowering their dollar per cost average and accumulating more silver for cheaper. But they actually did it the opposite way. And this happens because there's so much emotional attachment in the market that people really do just have that impending doom that if it starts dropping, they're scared it's going to keep going down. But you have to remember that that's not how the markets work. If there is a slight dollar or even a $2, $3 correction, usually that's all it's going to go, especially with something like precious metals that doesn't really fluctuate too much or too drastically. So you need to remember that stuff, and you need to also take the precautions that I mentioned earlier in this video, because selling is an overwhelming task. I also do recommend, if you are going to be selling, don't sell all at once. If you want to sell your silver, don't sell it all at once at one price, because then you're throwing in the towel and saying, I'm selling my entire stack at this price. But what if the price starts going higher? See, if you sell in increments, maybe sell, if let's say you have 1,000 ounces and you want to sell that 1,000 ounces, maybe sell it over the next year or two, not sell it all within a month time frame, because then you are making sure that all your silver gets sold at whatever that price is at that time. But what if silver goes higher? You could have made thousands and thousands of dollars more if you were more patient. And this, all my videos keep reverting back to this patience word. Patience is so key. So what if you did it like this? Maybe you sold 100 ounces right now, kept an eye on the market over the next couple months. If you see it start going higher, then maybe sell 200 ounces, but wait it out, go slow, maybe sell a little bit on eBay, a little bit to your coin shop. But what if it starts going higher, like prices right now? Then maybe sell a little bit more. Then if it starts to drop a little bit, if you see it going back down, pulling back, then hold off. You don't have to sell when it's low. You don't need that money right now. You've already been selling. You should already have fiat currency accumulated in your bank account anyway, so it's not like you need the money. Be patient, wait it out, let it start to rise again. If that takes a couple months, even a couple years to some extent, then so be it. At least you're capitalizing, you're getting your profits back on your hard-earned money that you put into this. A lot of people aren't even selling at all, though. A lot of people are in this for the long haul, and the point is to revert our money or transfer our money into something that holds its value against fiat currency. So a lot of people, selling isn't even in their vocabulary. Some people are going to be passing it down to their grandkids, and they're buying their silver just to transfer the wealth to them, almost like saving for college, but in a precious metals type of matter. That's how I got into precious metals. I know a lot of you guys show stacking and unboxings with your kids and your grandkids, which is also so incredible to see, because that you are literally teaching them something that's priceless in the world. Just like when I was metal detecting with my grandpa, I was learning priceless knowledge that I had no idea that would benefit me so much later on. And that stuff is power. That stuff will definitely be life-changing information and life-changing experiences that you're passing to them. So a lot of people won't even be selling at all. But if you are one of those people that are going to be selling, I definitely recommend selling in increments, setting a safety net, setting a price that you will not sell under. You will not sell under X amount of dollars, and stick to it. I don't care how hard they try to haggle you or barter with you. Don't do it. You can find someone else online or some other coin shop that's probably willing to pay that price, especially if it's reasonable. And then also make sure that you have time frames and you're patient. Patience is always key. When it comes to selling, anytime you're doing something impulsively, it's most likely going to be hurting you. So if you're patient, if you can wait it out, and you can look at it realistically, taking the emotional attachment out, you're definitely gonna be in a better position for your stack, because the goal is to stack as many ounces as we can for as cheap as possible, lowering our dollar per cost average, or how much we spend our average cost per ounce, to be as low as possible. And if you are going to be selling, then you also need to try to keep that as high as possible. Buy low, sell high. Low averages, selling at high averages. And eBay usually is the best place to do that. You'll get your pandas and your kookaburras, coins like that, for a lot more expensive. Like, people are willing to pay a lot more money for your pandas and kooks on eBay than they would at your local coin shop. Your local coin shop, he's gonna maybe give you $1, $2, $3 at most over spot price. He'll pay you around the same prices for your American Eagles as they would for your pandas and kookaburras, because they see that as standard bullion. They see bullion as bullion. Where on eBay, well, plus and at the local coin shop, there's a middleman cost as well. He has to also resell those coins, and still for a profit as well. So on eBay, you're selling it straight to the customer, straight to the consumer. So if you sell on eBay, you're cutting out the middleman cost, and that person doesn't have to resell it to make a profit either. So you're basically taking two layers of profits, or adding two layers of profits on top of your coins, making it a lot easier to find people that are willing to pay your prices. So if you are going to be selling on eBay, you need to build a reputation, because if you have one rating or only one sale, one transaction, and you're trying to list all these coins, people are probably not going to be, thinking your silver or gold is real. So you have to maybe even start just slowly building a reputation right now. So then when it's time to really sell in the future, then you have a nice reputation score, and you can list your coins and sell them faster, because you got to think about the competition that's out there, especially if it starts to capitalize, or start to rally, and prices really start to rise, and more people are selling, more and more people are selling. There's already a 40% increase in, people going to local coin shops selling their jewelry and bullion. So especially if prices really start to rise at a price that you're willing to sell, most likely, other people are going to be selling as well. So you're going to have a lot more competition, a lot of more sharks in the water that you're going to have to also, compete against. And what's going to make you different, what's going to make them go to you and buy from you instead of them? Is it the condition of your coins? Is it the cost? What is it? The diversity? These are all things that we can talk about, because condition's key. Think about, if you're going to buy some silver, would you want to buy a coin that's not in good condition or almost perfect condition? No. So make sure that your silver is in perfect condition, kept in capsules or coin sleeves, because who wants to buy some scratched up American Eagle or some scratched up panda when you can get a BU panda for almost the same price? You're going to buy the BU panda. So treat your stack as if you're going to be buying it off of yourself. Same when it goes to diversity. Make sure you have diverse options. Who wants to just buy one or a couple of plain ounces, or a couple just, you want to have a diverse stack. Make some kookaburras, some libertads, some koalas, some philharmonics, some Somali elephants, whatever the case is, Rwandas, there's the lunar series. There's so many silver coins out there. There's so many different types of coins, you know, and even when it goes as far as constitutional silver, maybe some poured silver, cast bars, whatever the case is if you can make your collection something that's appealing and makes people attracted to it, then the better off you're going to be. Also, building relationships with your local coin shops, because think about it. If you build relationships with them, not only will you get better deals, and you get the inside scoop and all that precious knowledge that he's teaching you, because he's in the business of silver stacking already, what you're trying to do. You can also, or more than likely, he's your potential buyer in the future as well. That's who you're going to be selling your silver to. Just like if you're going to sell a house, if you're a house, if you're in real estate, you want to build relationships with your, potential customers. The same thing you want to do with them. You want to build a relationship with the person you're going to be selling your silver to, just like people that sell houses build relationships with their potential renters or owners. Same type of thing. So hopefully, this video really helped you guys figure out which direction you want to go and all the options you have out there, and also some safety nets, some safety precautions to take, because this is definitely a serious matter, and it can be the difference between you making lots of profits or also going in the red, the negative. So, I hope you guys did appreciate this video. I hope you found it educational or just informational. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. I post daily videos. I'll probably post 2 or 3 other videos today, so make sure you guys are tuning in. I will keep posting videos, keep pumping out videos, the more you guys keep supporting this channel. And right now the support has been overwhelmingly amazing, so I'm going to keep doing my job, keep working to make content for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.